I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms you can't see. Then I'm a motherfucking B.I.M.B.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Morgan, Freeman and Friends.
With Joe Wright and Charlie Rands.
I'm Charlie Rands.
And I'm Joe Wright.
Unfortunately, Morgan hasn't been able to make it today.
He's been called up to perform last-minute heart surgery on Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
He's having a triple heart bypass.
Whatever
that is.
It's not good. It's not good. So we wish Jack all the best and good luck, Morgan, you know.
And of course we'll get him on next week, you know.
Obviously, I mean, a bit shocking that he...
Exactly. It's a bit of a coincidence, really, that he's had 2 tragic excuses on the same day.
Yeah. So, but, you know, not much you can do about that. So we might as well get on with it. First up is Story of the Week. I think you'll like this one, Joe. Mourners in China were shocked when a 95-year-old woman climbed out of her coffin 6 days after she had apparently died. Li Zhufeng was laid in her coffin after being found lifeless in bed by a neighbour.
Mm-hmm.
But when visitors came to the house the day before her funeral, they found the box empty and Li in the kitchen making herself a snack. I slept for a long time, she said. After waking up, I felt so hungry I wanted something to eat. I pushed the lid for a long time to climb out. What do you think of that, Joe?
Well, it's pretty shocking, if I'm honest. I mean, you don't really hear about that kind of thing happening, like, nowadays.
Now, what do you mean nowadays?
What? I mean, like, in the present day.
Yeah, but, like, in the old days, they always used to bury people alive.
Well, not always, but it was a lot more likely to happen, because they didn't have, like, post-mortems and whatever that other thing's called where you cut them up.
Autopsy.
Well, yeah. And, well, they have a lot better... I just don't understand. Did she just... The neighbour just came over and put her in a box without...
What, like, her eyes closed, she must be dead. She's pretty old.
If she was asleep, without doing any medical tests...
We won't check for a pulse, we'll just guess.
Or just put... I mean, you sometimes hear about stuff of they've taken a drug to slow down their pulse, but...
I don't think she's done
not
that.
Not even, like, called a doctor or anything.
I don't...
Or an ambulance. It's ridiculous. So she's just gonna, before she goes to get a doctor or some kind of medical expert, she just goes straight down to the coffin shop.
Coffin shop.
And just picks one up and just stuffs her in it, in her own house, in her living room, without a moment's thought for whether she might actually just be asleep. Was she? Does it say was she like in her bed?
Yeah, she was found in her bed. The common place for sleep.
She was like, you go into someone's house and you find a woman in a bed with her eyes closed. So you assume she's dead.
He wasn't even like sprawn across the kitchen table.
Alright, next item.
You
wanna go ahead with this, Charlie?
Okay, Joe, what I thought would be quite fun, like, recently, it's coming up to exams, and, my mum is just annoying me so much.
Good hand gesture.
Thank you. No one can see that, so I don't really
know.
He's
doing that kind of stereotypical Italian thing when you really want to enunciate something. No, I actually started doing that in an Italian restaurant the other day.
Yeah, you do find yourself doing it, don't you? It's
I dared him to do it. I don't find myself doing that, actually. I dared him to like do it and talk with an Italian accent when he ordered, but it ended up just... I thought it would be hilarious, but it ended up just being embarrassing.
Probably very racist.
He was just like, garlic mozzarella. And I was just like, oh, God.
Sorry, who was that?
What? That was my dad.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Okay,
anyway, this is quite good. This is linking quite well, because not like my mum, especially around exam times, and most of the time actually, and my dad, but mainly my mum, says the most annoying, stupid things. And I mean, I like my mum. She's quite a nice girl, but she does say some annoying things. So we're gonna go through a few. Like I'll go say, Joe says a couple, I go through a couple, and then you can see if you relate to these. And yeah, I think that'll be quite fun.
Okay.
So I would just like to start with: does your mum or dad or mainly your mum, ever in like a Italian or when you're abroad, kind of speaking the accent, thinking it'd make it easier. So they'll be like, "Oh, could I have these? The spaghetti," which really, to me, just makes it seem like it's making it worse.
Exactly.
Because now he's got to battle through the very hard accent.
Exactly, and he's gonna uphold it. Yeah, I do find that happens a lot, actually. And I think that's really more common among the dads, though.
Yeah, actually, that might be a good point.
If you imagine someone's coming from, say, like France or something, they're just going, "Oh, bonjour," or "Parlez-vous français," mate. You just think, what the hell is this guy doing? He's just being a bit stereotypical and xenophobic.
Xenophobic.
Yeah,
That's the word of the podcast this week.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think it means but kind of racist, except against like a nationality.
Oh.
Alright, okay, I've got one. Basically, whenever I ask my mum, usually for the time, or what time something's happening, she'll give me an answer, but in French. And I don't even, literally, to my better memory, I haven't spoken a word of French for about 3 years. And then I asked for the time, and she just goes, "It's 18 Le bear hammer." I'm just like, "Can you say it in English, please?" And then she'll say the exact same thing again when I asked her to tell me in English, seeming to think that I will have learnt what it means in the last few seconds.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but my mum has never done.
Well, yeah, I know. I don't know. It might just be me, but we're just going through things, and something might be relatable.
Anything else?
Anything else?
The one you said.
Oh right, yeah. Say my mum asks me to do something. She'll say, "Can you go and ball these socks or something?" And
boil those socks.
Ball. You kind of put them together. That's my job in the house.
The only one that can't really go wrong.
Yeah. And then I'll go and then I'll start doing it, and then she said, "Can you do the?" And I said, "I'm doing it," and she'll be like, "Well, you don't acknowledge." Like, I didn't realise it was a question. I figured you could just assume that I was already doing it.
That's the end of part 1, but if you want to watch part 2, click on the link below. And if you didn't watch part 2 last time, firstly, what's wrong with you? Why would you only watch half of it? It seems a bit stupid. And secondly, definitely watch part 2 now, because it's even funnier than part 1, so do it.